All right, I guess that's enough. Anybody can hear my voice, hit me up. Make sure you can hear me. All right, let's get started, man. Boy, it's an exciting day today. Our box Chevy showed up from Florida today, and I'd like to thank Jay for donating that thing for us. We're gonna do something on this bill a little different. I'm gonna let y'all decide what we're gonna do with this box Chevy. There's three things we're gonna do. We're gonna put a new chassis under it. We're gonna put a full roll cage in it, and it's gonna have. I'll let y'all pick whether we're gonna put a big block Chevy or a small block Chevy or LS. We probably might do a turbo. It just depends on what we got going on. Y'all gonna pick the color. Somebody's gonna design a set of wheels that are different from everything out there, and we'll have Shots, a company that do some work for us, build us some 26-inch wheels for that box. I'm moving toward different colors, but I'm gonna let y'all pick that, and we'll decide what wheels, what engine we're gonna put in it, whether it's turbo or Pro Charge or natural aspirated with nitrous. Y'all make that decision, and how we're gonna do that is y'all gonna DM me with, and what we're gonna start off with is engine. What are we gonna do for engine? That's gonna be the first step. And we're gonna do this every week, and as we're building the car in shop, y'all get the chance to look at it from start to finish. Y'all decide what you like and what you don't. If you want to paint the cage black, or you want to do a different color to go with the outer color that we pick. Just a lot of the knick-knack things that we will normally put on one of these box Chevys. So we're gonna let y'all pick everything that goes on the car. All we're gonna do is build it. Y'all gonna tell us how to build it. Somebody's gonna design a set of wheels, and just sketch it out. It ain't gotta be perfect. So we'll have an idea what it is. There'll be 26 by 14s on the rear, and 26 by 9 on the front. And those are criteria we have to stay in order to get that wheel built. It's going to have 4 and 3/4 inch bow pattern. So you got to watch out with the cap and stuff. If you get it too small, we can't put the big 5/8 studs in the rear. So let's start with that. And so what we're going to do first, you're going to let me know what engine we want to put in the car. And as we take the car completely apart and do what we need to do as far as tubbing it, we got to do a transmission tunnel modification. We're gonna have y'all gonna pick what we're gonna put in it, whether it's a 9-inch fab Ford or 9-inch standard Ford housing. How much we're gonna narrow? Y'all gonna pick everything. All we're gonna do is build it. We're gonna give you some options with shocks, and I'll put all the shocks up on the list, and we get the most of whatever shock. That's what we're gonna run with. So basically, y'all building the car, and you don't have to know everything about a car. Just have an idea and get back with us on it. And so what we're going to start with is the engine, and however many volts we get on a big block, small block, or LS motor, and the size. Make sure you put the size in it, whether it's 383, 408, or 454. You let us know what you want to build, and we're going to build that. All right. Same way with the big block and the small block. We'll do all the work, and you tell us what you want. As far as the build. I like to thank everybody that acknowledged our giveaway today. It was pretty exciting, because the lady didn't she didn't see it coming, so it worked out for the good. So if anybody didn't get a chance to see it, please do. So with that, we're gonna have to thrash hard on this because we like to have it ready for the summer. It'll be the hottest part of the year, so we have our work cut out for us to get it to get it to work on the track. And plus it'll be a school car. That'll be the car that the students will learn how to drive. But y'all build every single part of it, and be reasonable on things because we're still on a budget. We're not rich, so we're still on a budget. So just kind of keep that in mind. Let's say we're gonna build this car for $50,000. Well, we got to watch every dollar. Now you'll see as we build what it costs to build this car, penny by penny, labor by labor. Even though we're not paying for the labor, but we're paying for all the parts. And a set of custom built wheels is going to cost us $5,600, and that's because they sponsor. So, in a big block or a small block or LS, you're looking at big chunks of money. So let's kind of use our heads on it, and I want the ladies to be involved in it. If it's something you think, if we need to paint it pink, and you got a lot of people want to go that way, then we'll paint it pink. We'll paint it whatever color that y'all decide. So basically, this is a group build. All we're doing here at the shop, and I say we because I guess I'm the only one here, but all we're going to do here at the shop is build what you tell us to build. And then when we take it out, you can feel comfortable being around that vehicle because you had some pick of it if we pick what you wanted to do. The other thing, let's put those numbers together. We'll put the costs together, and we'll go out and see if we can be competitive with the box Chevys out there, because there's some fast box Chevys. Cut the check, and those guys they're just quick. So we're hoping to at least run in the same field they run in. We're not guaranteed we're going to beat them, but we're going to give it our best. And we're going to give it all. To see what we can come up with. And the other thing is, let's try to stay on top of our safety. I appreciate. Can't think of the guy's name that he knocked me off yesterday because I didn't have a dust mask on. I was just trying to get done, and everybody said, let's get it done, and wasn't paying attention. But I'm glad he hit me up and told me that that dust is bad stuff. Same way with the metal and stuff around here. So I appreciate him for calling it to my attention. And I take criticism just as good as anybody. My skin's pretty thick because I'm old, But let's think about what we want to do. Make a list and as we get all the tallies in of what we're going to build, then we'll present it to y'all and tell you, okay, this is what we're going to do. Okay, then same way with wheels and tires and suspension and everything. Y'all going to see every single bit of it. We're going to start from the bottom and work our way to the top. The car is not rough. It's a little rough, but it's not rough, but it's perfect for what we're going to do. There would absolutely be no interior. It'd be all race inside. So we're not going to worry about that. The roll cage will be a complete roll cage all the way to the back of the car. The car will be tubbed. Fuel cell mounted in it. We're probably going to mount it in the front. Get get the balance right on it because it's pretty short in the back with the wheels move forward. So, and then we'll have weight bars everywhere. So we'll try to keep that intact, but let's try to get this thing built. And we have a budget of $50,000. That's every cent. That's all we can put in it. We can't put a penny more. So y'all got to decide. Y'all got $50,000 to work with. Figure out what we want to spend it on. And then that's what we'll do on building the car. There will absolutely be no candy paint, so you can forget that because that kills the budget. Do not ask for candy paint. Plus, it's too heavy. You're talking about 30 or 40 more pounds on the car that we don't need to keep up with all the other box Chevys. and it'll be on tour. So you'll be able to see it and touch it and do whatever you feel like it's yours, because we're doing it as a group bunch, So any questions or anything that you think you might want to do to it, hit me up on the DM. But let's start out with the motor. What motor we're going to put in it, and then just put it all there. Yeah, and I guess that's. We got to do one safety thing. When you go to the track, and this is another rule. When you go to the track, do not have antifreeze in your radiator. Period. Paragraph. It won't happen. Make sure you got plain water or distilled water, whatever you think you feel comfortable with. But it's got to be something that if it gets on the track, they can clean the track up and it evaporates from the heat of the track. So do not put antifreeze in your race car if you're going to the track to race. It's fine for the street, but if you get it on the track, it's got an all base to it, and it just cuts the show time down. You have antifreeze you don't use. You have your diapers on the car that you do use. You have cutoff switch in the back. So if something happens, you blow it up with the nitrous, somebody on the starting line can reach back there and turn the power off. And it has to stick out either by the bumper or by the light where you can get to it. So it's a cutoff switch, no antifreeze, and diaper. Those are three things for this week. And we will get back with the bill as soon as I get some information. We get the car in, you'll see the car taken apart, boat by boat. And as we design the cage for it, you'll see that. And as we start the motor, you'll see that, and what transmission we're going to use, and we're going to decide what rear end we're going to put in it, whether it's a fab or a standard. And what I mean by fab, I'll show you this just here. This is the stuff we build in house. Okay, this is let me turn it around. This is the fabricated housing. We make everything that you see there. And this is how it all starts. It starts with pieces, and we put all those pieces together. And I'll show you what the other housing is. It's a standard 9-inch housing that we have center sections bought, but we put them in, and that's a regular 9-inch housing right there. So y'all decide what you want. You want that, or you want the fabricated housing? Or let me take you back over to the donk here. And this is a new housing we're working on. And I don't know if you can see it, but I got it in the car. But that's an all aluminum housing there. And we're working on that, trying to develop that for the donks because of the weight. Try to get some of the weight off the back of the car. And everything have 4-link brackets. So you'll see every piece of it. And we'll build everything in with the camera going so you can see how it's all done. So just keep that in mind, and we will get that box Chevy together with all the framework and stuff. We'll have the same thing that you see in this Impala. We just finished up making the front end pieces, and so it'll have all these same pieces, and all this stuff is fabbed up, and we do it all in house here. So, but let us know what you want to do and how you want to do it, and we will get it done. So let's start on tonight, I guess. Just start sending stuff to the DM so we can see what direction we're going with this. I have a lot of work to do, but I feel like that's important for us, to get all that stuff done. So keep that in mind. Hit us up, and then we'll go from there. And we'll see what we can do. We might get our ass handed to us by those other box Chevys, but we might be all right because we got something that they don't have. So let's see if we can catch up, man. We're way behind. Them guys have been running those cars for years, and we're we feel like we can compete, but we don't know until we get on the track. We can be fast here in the shop. I mean, we could run 7.0s in the shop, but until you get out there on the track, you have no clue. So keep that in mind. And like I say, it's $50,000 budget, and that's to build a car. And we're doing everything in house. So what you gotta remember too, there's no labor involved in this car. So if you had a shop build this car, you probably have over 120,000 that we're going to build for 50, because you got to pay for labor, and we're not going to do that. We're going to go just straight at cost. I'll put numbers down for how long it took, and you can give you an idea what it would take to build the same car that we're going to build, and then I will let you know what the sponsors give us and what they don't give us and what we got to pay for, and we'll have a running balance. I think I'll get it. I'll get somebody to kind of run a spreadsheet for me as we go, so you can see exactly what it costs, and then we'll do the figures of what it costs to get to the track, from the shop to the track, what it costs for every run to go down the track. And this is stuff the school's going to teach our students, but until we figure out what this corona thing is going to do, we're really having a hard time, because we can't put a lot of people in the same place without infecting everybody, and I definitely don't need to get sick. So that's been the big issue with the school, but we do have some good applicants, and we're going to go for it, but we just got to get that figured out, how to keep everybody safe. So $50,000, box Chevy, and we need to thank JAR for donating that car. It took the guys who come from Florida to Texas